Thank you for joining us again for Let the Bible Speak. We are so thankful that you have decided to take just a few minutes to consider a few things that will be helpful to you as you continue your journey as a student of the Scriptures. We've been talking about Galatians, the fifth chapter, the fruit of the Spirit. And one of the things we noted is that there are multiple components that make up this singular fruit. Well, we've been coming out of Galatians again, chapter 5, where it says in verse 22, but the fruit of the Spirit is love and joy and peace. And so we've talked about those three things. Tonight or this evening, we want to talk about long suffering. Some of your translation may say patience. And so patient is also another fruit or part of the fruit of the Spirit. And it's what those who are trying to be Christians or godlike must possess. In fact, what we find in the book of James, James chapter 1, verses 2 through 4, James talks about patience in the midst of difficulty or calamity or struggles or hardship. He says, my brethren, count it all joy when you fall into various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces patience. And so by going through difficult times, what that yields, what that will produce is patience. Sometimes people said, Lord, please give me patience. And in one way, they may be asking for more trials, more difficulty to occur so they could grow their patience. But the reality is, what they're really asking for is the ability simply just to grow it. I want more patience. I want to be able to endure. Another word for the word patience is endure. In verse 4 of James chapter 1, he says, but let patience have its perfect work, that you may be perfect and complete, lacking nothing. When a person has the kind of patience that God wants in their life, they will be complete or perfect. They'll be whole. But it also just suggests that a person is incomplete until they get a handle on their patience. One final passage comes out of the book of Luke, and this is what Jesus says in Luke chapter 21, verse 19, knowing that his apostles were going to suffer great difficulties in their lives. One of the things he tells them, he says, by your patience, possess you your soul. And so our soul rests in our hands, but it is absolutely linked to our patience, our ability to control ourselves and demonstrate endurance, to be able to put up with, to bear with situations and circumstances while maintaining self-control. Thanks again for joining us for Let the Bible Speak this evening. If you have additional questions or you would like Bible materials, please call that number that's on the screen, 843-553-5157. We'll see you next time.